Good evening, everybody. After fighting against a hacker or a group of hackers, whatever the fuck, for the past several days, I have finally recovered my YouTube account and regained the ability to sign in. For the past couple days, I had absolutely no access to my Google, Gmail, YouTube, anything associated with my Google account was completely down and disabled due to some infiltration, or basically YouTube had to disable my account because somebody else got into it. Before they disabled it, I was signed out of every single device except this computer here, and I was able to see a little bit of info on the hacker itself, or whoever was inside my account. So about 3-4 days ago now, I wake up. And usually I'm signed into this YouTube account when I'm like browsing and shit, but it wasn't there. I was completely signed out. So when I went to sign back in, it said your password was changed at this time, like literally like 2-3 hours ago when I had been asleep. I go on all my other devices. It says the exact same thing. Every single device in my entire house is signed out of my Gmail except this PC. I don't know why this PC was still signed in. I don't know how that works. I have no idea, but this PC was somehow still signed in, and I went in, I looked, the recovery info for the account had changed, like the recovery email address had changed to some foreign shit. The recovery phone number for like the whole two-step verification had changed to some foreign shit. I went into the devices that were signed in. It had a list of my devices, like, devices I was familiar with. And then it had this other device here. And yes, I'm exposing the IP address because fuck this person. This person somehow guessed or hacked into my account to find my password or something. I don't know how they ended up with it. I've never shared it with anybody. I don't use the same password with all my different accounts for things. I've never really done that, at least not from what I can recall. I see, I mean, unless there was some sort of like a Google data breach or some shit, or this person's just a very skilled hacker, I see no possibility for him to have just either randomly guessed my password or found a way of finding it out by hacking or things like that. But nonetheless, they got into my account, found my password. I don't know how I didn't get notified of it, because usually when somebody signs into your account from an unknown device, an unknown area, you get notified and you get to say whether or not it was you. And I didn't. There was some account activity like, oh, this person turned off two-step verification. This person generated some fucking error, or not some error codes, some recovery codes. This person changed contact info. This person put two-step verification back on, and I could say like, oh, that wasn't me. But not to mention the person changed my password as well. So when I was looking at my account activity and I would select something, oh no, this wasn't me, it would say, oh, your account is could have been compromised. You need to reset your password. So I'm like, okay, bet, reset my password. But in order to reset your password, you need to insert your current one, which I don't know because this motherfucker just changed it like last night while I was fucking asleep at like 4 a.m. And the next step, if you don't know the password, what would be to use your recovery info. But the recovery email and the recovery phone number had been changed to numbers and email addresses that belong to this hacker. So whenever I request a verification code, it goes straight to the hacker. Or I don't like to use the word hacker, but whoever got into my account. So I spent the next several days trying to figure out how I could get back into the account. I contacted Google. I ended up being able to sign the individual unknown device out of my account. But since they knew the password, they could sign back in at any time. So this person clearly came into my account and tried to claim it as their own, and they forgot to seal off this final window, this final portal into my account. The person uploaded 2 videos onto my YouTube channel about GTA 5 terror mod menus, which is a common thing when people get hacked. That's a common thing that people find on their channel. This person posted 2 YouTube videos onto my channel. This is what the description looked like according to a fan, because I didn't actually watch the video. I just immediately saw it and deleted it. There was a bunch of fake bots in the comment section, commenting like fake reviews about the mod menu. Whenever somebody would comment something along the lines of, "Bro, did you get hacked?" Like, because people know the type of content I make. People would say like, "Bro, did you get hacked?" or something like that, and this person would actually hide the users from the channel. Like, I went into settings and I saw hidden users, and when I unhid them all, I could see they were all commenting things along the lines of like, "Bro, did you get hacked? This is not. You must have got infiltrated. You gotta blah blah blah. You gotta report this to Google," stuff like that. So I ended up trying all these different methods of getting in contact with Google. None of them worked until I tried Twitter, of all things. Like, I literally installed Twitter and just tagged YouTube and said, "Yo, I need some help with this shit," and they actually helped me. They contacted me through Twitter DMs, and they contacted me through my other email address, like my business email, and we ended up getting sorted out or over the course of like a few days. They asked me. So very first they sent me to this link for YouTube account recovery, and I'm like, "Aight." And the recovery options, it says like, "Oh, re-enter the last password you knew," which I did, and it was correct. And then it took me to the next step, which is answer a security question. I'm like, okay. What? And the security question was, "What is your vehicle registration number?" I don't have a fucking vehicle, so that made no sense. So I just closed out of it immediately. First I hit try another way, in which it told me to like send an error, an error code to like some email address, and I didn't have access to that email address because it was like fucking 10 years old. It was like a really old fucking email address from like Yahoo, and I don't know the login info to that. So I contacted YouTube and said, "This is the problems I had with filling out the form," and asked me a security question that I don't have an answer to. So something is clearly wrong here. I also the email address is an address that either isn't mine or I don't have access to, because it only shows you like the first 3 characters of the email address, so I could only assume that it was an email address that either wasn't mine or I didn't have access to, because like when it shows it to you, "We've sent an email to," and then it shows you like the first 3 fucking digits. But I'm ranting. So I couldn't fill that shit out, and after and I told them that, and then after a few days they just said, "Okay, we'll take you to this link, you reset your password, reset all your contact info once you get into your account, do all the security measures you need to, and you'll be on your way." And YouTube was actually it actually surprised me, because I know there are some tech companies who don't give a rat's ass about you, but YouTube actually helped me a fucking great deal in this situation. It was very hard to contact them, because like if I hadn't thought of trying Twitter, I probably still would be locked out of my account right now. But other than that, there are no complaints. I mean, YouTube actually did me a fucking solid, basically. The people who were working on my case, like who were in contact with me, I could tell that they actually gave a fuck. Like, they actually sympathized with me, because I have been growing this channel. Like I said, I've said this multiple times, but I'll say it again. I've grown this channel since I was in like 4th, 5th, 6th fucking grade. I mean, there are only like 10 or 20 people who have been around that long, because they were like people from like my elementary school. All those videos, like I said, have been deleted. You know, I made videos about that, how I found like my first YouTube video and shit. But yeah, I'm back. My account's more secure than ever, and whoever this hacker is, you could suck my cock. That's not going to work again. I don't know how it worked in the first place, but my you know, it's like 10 times harder to sign into my account now, basically. And whoever that was, they're permanently signed out. So yeah, fuck that person. I'm back. Everything's back to normal. I'll be uploading frequently. I'll be making content again. I already have a whole bunch of uploads scheduled from literally before the hack even occurred. So there's no like shortage of content or anything. For anybody who saw those terror mod menu videos, I apologize. I didn't watch them. I don't know what was in them, but if you have any more info about them, just, I guess, let me know. I guess let's fucking go. I guess these hackers don't realize that it's not going to be that easy to get into to completely get me off of YouTube, because this is something I actually do. I wouldn't say for a living, because, you know, I'm not famous. I have 1,000 subscribers, but like this is the thing I do that I love to do, basically. Anyways. enough with the sob story. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.